Could you tell us more about the concept of persuasive technologies?
Yeah, so in the film The Social Dilemma, we talk about this lab at Stanford called the Stanford Persuasive Technology Lab, where the co-founders of Instagram studied and where I took a class on behavior design. The professor, B.J. Fogg, is very famous. Notably, people need to understand that it wasn't just a lab where evil geniuses, twirled their mustaches saying, how do we manipulate and persuade the world? It was actually about how do we use persuasive technology for good. So what do we mean by persuasive technology? It means just like a magician knows something about your mind that you don't know about your own mind, and it's the asymmetry of knowledge that makes the magic trick work. Persuaders have an asymmetry of information. They know something about how your mind is going to respond to a stimulus. Like if I put a red notifications badge on that product, that social media product, it's going to make people click on it more than if I put a blue one. If I make it so that when you pull to refresh like a slot machine, it'll be more addictive, that's a stronger persuasive technique to keep you coming back for more than if I don't have the pull to refresh kind of feature on the product. So at this lab, what they were studying was how could we apply persuasive technology in a way that would help people have healthier life habits. So actually, for example, I studied with the co-founders of Instagram, and we actually worked together on something called Send the Sunshine. This is in 2006, before the first iPhone came out. And the idea was, imagine a social network that knew when two people in different zip codes had, and in one of the zip codes, they had bad weather. So the person was getting depressed. They had 7 days of bad weather. And this message the system would text your other friend who was in a good zip code where there was sunshine and say, hey, do you want to text Audrey, who's had 7 days of bad weather, a photo of the sunshine? So this was an example of persuasive technology being used to slightly nudge people who had some love and some sunshine to cheer up people who had a little less sunshine. And that's a good example. But of course, the way that this all went down was that these persuasive techniques became applied to how do we keep people's attention, because the venture capitalists that funded social media with the business models of advertising and engagement all depended on using each of those persuasive nudges for more attention, growth, engagement, and so on. So that's what led to a lot of the externalities and the climate change of culture that Audrey spoke to earlier.
Audrey, what are your thoughts on persuasive technologies?
Yeah, too much of a good thing. So much that we become addicted to it is almost by definition a bad thing. And Taiwan responded to that by in our core curriculum of basic education, starting 2019-ish, we switched this idea of media and digital literacy to media and digital competence, because literacy is basically trying to get the children into a mood of critical thinking and so on, but really good precision persuasive technology just bypasses all that. There is no critical thinking frame that can make unaddict people to these specially designed persuasive technologies. On the other hand, if the children actually look at how sausage is made, how such persuasive technology is designed, and even with just scratch Raspberry Pi, Arduino, try to manufacture some of this themselves and contribute to fact-checking, contribute to data stewardship, and so on, then they become immune the same way that journalists themselves become immune to one-sided conversations and outrage and things like that, because they learn about the importance of checking your sources and also having your own narratives, your own voice. So we discovered that having your own voice that has a democratic impact is one of the most important antidotes to counter this kind of precision persuasive technology. And to facilitate that, of course, the government need to be radically transparent to provide the real-time data and so on that is required for this kind of narrative to have an impact.
Hi, I'm Tristan Harris, a co-founder of the Center for Humane Technology, and I'll see you on Taiwan Plus.
Hello, I'm Audrey Tang, Taiwan's digital minister. See you on Taiwan Plus.